If a man has a little fight with the wife, they say this was a crime. So now I can't claim 100%. But we are a safe city. You can walk to a restaurant, you can walk to the White House, you can walk to the Capitol. Even the Democrats say I can't believe it. They don't want to admit it, but I can't believe it. We could do the same thing in Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. We did it. We saved Los Angeles. We saved Los Angeles, Stan. You know that. Los Angeles was a mess. If we didn't send our troops in, Gavin Newsom would have had a real problem. We sent our troops. The head police officer, the top person, said we could never have done this alone. We sent our troops right at the beginning, and we killed it. It was nasty, but we killed it immediately. Immediately. And I don't know why Chicago isn't calling us, saying, please give us help. When you have, over just a short period of time, 50 murders and hundreds of people shot, and then you have a governor that stands up and says, crime is just fine. It's really crazy. But we're bringing back law and order to our country. And I began my remarks today by noting the reverence for our Creator. I mean, we have reverence for our Creator. And it's inscribed into our Declaration of Independence, a copy of which I have very proudly hanging in the Oval Office. An original copy. Very old, beautiful copy. Next year we will celebrate 250 years since that declaration was signed. As part of the grand, this is really a commemoration, like nobody's ever seen before. We've invited America's great faith communities to pray for our nation and for our people and for peace in the world. And it's going to be an amazing time. We're going to have an amazing time. We have the Olympics, we have the World Cup, and we have 250, the Super Centennial, as our man would say, and it's going to be amazing. Maybe bigger than both of those events. You know, when I was president, I got the World Cup and I got the Olympics. I got them to choose us, Los Angeles. And I was very proud of it. The only problem was I wasn't going to be president because I would have served out, normally, my time. And then you had some very bad people who rigged an election, and look what happened. I end up getting the Olympics, the World Cup, and 250. It's amazing the way God works, isn't it? It's amazing. Isn't it amazing the way God works? That's true. I got the Olympics, because I'm a little bit of a selfish person, I guess. I said, I got the Olympics. And Obama would not call. I'll never forget, the head of the Olympic Committee called, and the mayor of Los Angeles called me, and he said, "Sir, the president will not talk to them." You know why? Because he traveled to Geneva, or wherever, to make the presentation, and he came in fourth. Now, a president shouldn't do that. A president should say, I will do that. I will make that journey which has never been made before. But if I make that journey, you have to pick me. He didn't do that. That's why we had a country that was going to hell, because he didn't do a lot of things like that. So he ended up sitting there, and they announced that we're fourth. We were like almost last. And so he didn't like the Olympic Committee too much. So he refused to talk to them. So I get a call from the mayor of Los Angeles, who said, "Please, sir, would you call? We're ready to get it." And I spoke to a gentleman in, I believe it was Geneva, wherever they are, and I couldn't get him off the phone. He was so dying for love. He finally got some anyway, and he agreed that the Olympics would come to the United States, and I was so proud of it. And then I realized, even then, I said, I'm not going to be the president. And then the World Cup. We got the World Cup. I did that one too with Gianni and got the World Cup. And I said, I can't believe it. Can you hold it a little sooner, sir? It's all given out in all these different places. So I wasn't going to get that either. And now I got them both. And I can't say that I created 250. That one we have. I'd like to say I created 250 years. I can't say that. But we are going to create a great party and a great celebration.